Hi everybody. So today I'd like to talk about some random number generator experiments. I talked in a previous video about Dr. Emoto's water experiment and how that relates to consciousness. I also talked about double slit experiment, how consciousness has an effect on that. So if you don't know what a random number generator is, basically what it is it's any type of a machine that can produce any random numbers in any sequence. So a lot of times the random number generators produce a 1 or they produce a 0. So they took this robot because it was set up on wheels so that it would drive itself around, and it was also set up with a pen on the bottom of it so that as it drove it left marks showing where it had gone. So they basically turned this random number generator on and let it run, and it moved around on a sheet drawing its path, and it was completely random. So they took this random number generator and they put it inside with a bunch of chicks, and they let the chicks interact with this robot, they get used to this robot. Then they put the robot back into the pen that they had it in with a new sheet, and they put the chicks in a cage that was close to the pen so the chicks could see the robot but they couldn't touch the robot. So now they're separated. So they ran the number generator again, and this random number generator robot ended up being mostly close to the chicks. So it's almost like because the chicks got attached, we're able to put an expectation on the random number generator, so its path was much closer to the chicks than what the previous random path. They're wondering if it was just the fact that they had let these chicks interact with the robot ahead of time. So they took a whole new set of chicks that were about the same age. They put the random number generator into the pen with a new sheet of paper, the new set of chicks into the cage. They ran the experiment again, and they proved that the chicks now all of a sudden had no effect on the random number generator, and it once again drew a random path all over the page. By them taking the random number generator and putting it in with the chicks, they basically entangled the chicks with the random number generator. They've also done random number generator experiments. They've ran a number generator through its series of 1s and 0s in it. Then they put the random number generator in front of Buddhist monks or in front of regular people, and they had those regular people think and try to imprint onto the box whether there was more 1s or more 0s. You know, everyone they did something different with them, see what kind of results they would get. So the funny thing is these 1s and 0s were supposed to have already been ran and recorded onto these random number generators. They found that there was enough causation between them producing more 1s or producing more 0s depending on what they told the person to focus on. In front of a Buddhist monk, they obviously found a higher correlation than they did with the people that weren't professional meditators. But they said even people that weren't professional meditators had a high enough correlation when it came to producing the number that they were told to produce, that they said it's beyond random chance. So it means not only human beings can produce an outcome outside of randomness with their thoughts and their intentions, but animals can as well. So if an animal becomes entangled with something, it can produce a higher outcome with its intention than what probability would entail them to be able to do. So not only has Masaru Emoto proven that words have energy, and that music has energy, and that people's thoughts and intentions have energy, and the double slit experiment has proven that mankind's observation of the world around them actually changes the effect.